Chem strike available. Friendly chem strike incoming. Soldier, your sentry gun is ready.
What up, Dennis?
Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Today, I want to talk to you about what I'm most worried about in Black Ops 3. This is something that I did last year with Advanced Warfare. I made a video what I'm most worried about and what I am most excited about. You can go check those out on my channel, and you can see kind of a funny thing that happened last year. But anyway, we'll get to that stuff. Let's talk about the bad stuff, and then Wednesday's video, we can talk about the things I am excited for, because I actually am sort of excited for this game, and I will tell you why on Wednesday. But first, negative first, and then we'll get to the good news. I won't spend too much time on this, however, I will say I am most worried about the netcode and the hit detection. Treyarch has proven themselves to be the absolute worst developer when it comes to this area of gameplay. Advanced Warfare Sledgehammer Games really gave them a run for their money because that was terrible as well. However, Treyarch has done it time and time and time again. Black Ops 2, it ruined Black Ops 2 for me. If you don't have a good netcode, if I don't have a good connection, if my bullets don't go where they go, when they go there, that is the #1 way to get me to stop playing your game. I was able to trek through all of the crap that was in Call of Duty Ghosts solely because of the fact that my bullets went exactly where they were supposed to go, when they were supposed to go, and that speaks miles for the game you're going to make. The next thing I'm worried about, you guys have heard from me quite a few times. Again, something else Treyarch has failed at miserably over the years is footsteps. Black Ops, the original Black Ops, not too bad if I remember correctly. It was kind of difficult to pinpoint footsteps. Black Ops 2 footsteps were non-existent except if you ran Dead Silence and Amplify and you had your head down next to the enemy footsteps that was walking right in front of you. So I would like something a little bit more than that. However, when we look at Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Ghosts, a little too strong. I kind of had a crutch perk of Amplify and Dead Silence in those games solely because of the fact that headsets and footsteps were really strong. I would like to see something implemented where you can hear footsteps and Dead Silence makes it so you don't have any footsteps. There's no Amplify. There's nothing, that increases footstep sounds, and it's just clearly audible, except for a perk that says no, not audible. That's the simplest way to go about it. That's the best way to go about it. I've made multiple videos about it, about how it's a dynamic of Call of Duty. It needs to be in there, and it needs to be done well, which no developer has done quite correctly yet. So hopefully this is fixed. I guarantee you it isn't, though. Now that was pretty standard stuff. You beautiful people probably thought to yourselves, what does Donuts not like about Black Ops 2? Bam, translate that to Black Ops 3. That's very nice and simple. However, I am also worried about the specialists bonuses. It sounds weird because I always think of a specialist from like Call of Duty Ghosts or Modern Warfare 3, but some of these specialist weapons and abilities seem fairly unbalanced, unfair, unfun, and unpopular, and just disruptive to gameplay. For example, for better or worse, Last Stand is making a return in Black Ops 3. I want you to wrap your brain around that. You kill somebody and they get back up. The whole essence, the principle behind why people hated Last Stand was merely the fact that people got back up. It was rewarding somebody who had died, who had lost. You have failed, you got back up because there is no good reason. You just got back up. You can argue that it will happen less often in this game because it's not a death streak, it's not its own class, it's not a perk, it's a specialist ability. However, you can understand getting that one kill and then getting back up. Even in previous Call of Duties where all you had is one health point in Last Stand, people still saw the person drop down, and that is what we have all programmed ourselves to admit, okay, he's dead, and then we move on to the next target, we reload, we do something. If that man is not dead when we have been programmed to think he's dead, that is unbalanced, that is unfair, and that trips us up. What am I talking about? I don't need to attack Last Stand for you beautiful people. You beautiful people know exactly what makes Last Stand so terrible. And so anyway, one of the other specialist abilities I'm worried about is the one-shot pistol. The compound bow, the glitch, specialist ability, those actually look pretty cool. The compound bow, I'm a little shaky on it, but it does take a fair amount of skill, so I can actually see that becoming a thing. And the glitch thing looks super cool. I can't wait to use it. It looks really fun, and it adds an interesting dynamic. It's kind of like Last Stand in the sense that you can undo a mistake you already did. However, there is a lot of strategy in it, and I think that is what appeals to me most about it. So I'm talking about the good stuff all too soon, but the one-shot kill pistol, it's difficult. It's really, really difficult to talk about. Now, of course, you could argue that you still need to have good aim, and you still die just as quickly, but the fact is, there is no way to sort of fight against it. There's no way of knowing whether or not the enemy has a one-shot kill pistol unless you recognize their face and what they're holding and all that sort of stuff, which is, it's doable, but I still think that even if you are aware of the person who has the pistol, it's almost like quickscoping in the sense that it's not the engagement that's fair. You know, they're giving one person an overpowered weapon to use against people with regular weapons. I tweeted it out while I was watching the live stream. I said it's basically like easy quickscoping. And that brings me to my overall feelings towards Specialist, is that this is basically Treyarch's very, very bad adaptation of the support killstreak system all the way back from Modern Warfare 3. They're implementing it, and they're giving us lethal support killstreaks. We are guaranteed at least one of these overpowered weapons or abilities in every single game we play. Think back to Modern Warfare 3, how many stealth bombers, you know, how many EMPs? EMPs were non-lethal and they were so annoying. I just think this is such a difficult thing to do, to have support kill streaks and balance them. Even Infinity Ward has had a lot of trouble balancing support kill streaks. You know, if they're so useless, then nobody uses them. But if they're so powerful, then they're overpowered and unbalanced because anybody can get them and it doesn't take skill anymore. Now, you beautiful people know I am a huge defender of support kill streaks. I think it's a fantastic idea, and I think it's the direction Call of Duty needs to go. However, lethal support kill streaks are never, ever a good idea. Ever. This is no exception to that. A couple minor things I am worried about is the maps. You know, the map design, while we are still back on the ground, which is a good thing, it still looks like it's that stupid, simple Treyarch 3-lane map. There's no flanking, there's no strategy, there's no spawn knowledge. It's just you spawn in, they're on the opposite side, you get into those 50-50 gunfights, and hopefully you win enough of those 50-50 gunfights to get your kill streaks. That's something I'm worried about. Another thing I am worried about is... it's the kill streaks. It's the kill streaks. You know, I'm just not feeling Treyarch with their kill streaks. Now, I will talk about the hater kill streak in my positives video because that's glorious. However, I do hate the lightning strike. The lightning strike is the worst kill streak in Call of Duty history. That's just the way I feel. You know, it's just the epitome of a horrible kill streak. It's very, very powerful, and there's no way you can fight against it. In Black Ops 2, you would be on a domination flag, playing the objective, trying to get a score streak because they want to reward you for playing the objective. However, somebody gets a lightning strike and you have absolutely no way of knowing where they put the lightning strike or even when it's coming in. I would get hit with a lightning strike in Black Ops 2, respawn, and the announcer would finally go, lightning strike, and bound. You know, it's just overpowered. There's no fighting it. When there's another kill streak up in the air, then you understand, okay, there's an assault drone. I'm not going to go on B. You know, there is a helo pilot. I'm not going to try to capture a B flag. However, somebody can get a hellstorm or a lightning strike and just take you off B with no warning and no way of fighting back against it whatsoever. And finally, I am most worried about the creative class system. Welcome back. Welcome back to the stupid, simple pick 10 system. Have we not upgraded this system in Call of Duty Ghosts? This goes back to me saying, and there's other stuff I'm worried about, like the scoreboard and the kill streaks being one and only, so you can't switch a class to get a different kill streak. That's 2010, people. Treyarch, David Vonderhaar, come on. Pull your head out of your butt and change that. It's not that big of a deal. It's always an improvement. There's no way it could ever be a bad thing. Take away the wild cards. You know, beautiful people, you understand my my beef with the Pick 10 system. It values the biggest, baddest assault rifle or the biggest, baddest weapon in the game the same amount as a foregrip. You know, like that is just so, that's the definition of unbalanced, unfair, unequal. They don't match each other. 1.4 a foregrip should not equal 1.4 a gun. You know, guns are worth more. You know, attachments are worth less. Call of Duty Ghost did it perfectly. Attachments, who cares? Who cares about attachments? Put on a silencer, a red dot, a grip, extended mags, and rapid fire. I don't care. It's still the base weapon that you're dealing with. The perks are where it's at. The perks are where it starts to influence your game. That's where the game is actually played. Take Stalker and Quick Draw out of the attachment slot. It doesn't work. It is unbalanced. And so those are the things I am most worried about for in Black Ops 3. I don't know how to convey to you the disappointment that I went through in Black Ops 2, and I am just merely protecting myself, bracing myself, getting ready to be disappointed again with Black Ops 3. The beta is going to come out here in a couple weeks. I have pre-ordered it because I'm the biggest idiot I know. I'm going to play it. I'm going to forgive the net code and the hit detection and the time to kill from there, because I know for a fact that they're going to rebalance all that sort of stuff. As far as specialist abilities, perks, maybe some weapons, because there's some gimmicky weapons that you don't want to like the 3-round burst sniper rifle. That sounds like a gimmicky weapon that can go terribly wrong. The NA45 and the XMGs are a perfect example of how a gimmicky weapon can just be complete trash. You know, the same thing with the laser gun from Advanced Warfare. You know, the chainsaw, on the other hand, is a great way of how a gimmicky weapon can be very good. Same thing with the Ripper. That's one of the best weapons in Call of Duty Ghosts. You can do gimmicky weapons well, and I hope Treyarch does. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll just leave it there. I'm worried. I'm gonna forgive them for that beta stuff that we all know is gonna happen. But after that, I don't know what to say. So that's my thoughts on Black Ops 3. That's my negative thoughts. I'm gonna have positive thoughts because I do have a lot of positive thoughts in Black Ops 3, which you guys will see Wednesday. So what are your thoughts? What are you most worried about in Black Ops 3? Thank you guys so much for watching. And until the next absolutely beautiful Call of Duty morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, have a great day.